This is Abby Joe in Aloha, Oregon, and I'm showing you that there's flow here, even though I've disconnected the 3 9-volt batteries completely from the 2 coil only stacker. There's only 2 plasma batteries there. And I've disconnected the AC current. There's no incoming AC current at all. There's still flow. I've even turned off the music that I usually have, lyric-free music, because I like to have a vibration, a Schumann frequency, or some kind of healing background vibe, and it's just my voice, and it's still flowing. These are the things I use for winding the coils, the hand winding tools. That's a little piece of garlic that is growing without any soil or water, just in the plasma environment here. It wanted to grow, and I sometimes sit here and chop my vegetables, and I left that because it was sprouting, and it continued to sprout towards the light. There's a window there that goes to outside, and it's pointed itself towards the light, and it's still there. This has got food, there's nuts and stuff in there in my pipe. Now I want to show you what I did do. I took those, here's the 3 batteries that were connected to the 2 coil stacker that I just showed you. Here's a 7 coil brand new stacker, and it's situated around a sterling silver candlestick, probably silver plate. The top there is an imabushi pit, and then from the top down we've got 21, 34, 50, 55, 89, 144, 233, and 377, I believe, in a Fibonacci sequence of copper coils. There are 3 plasma capacitor batteries. 2 of them have zinc and aluminum, and as well as copper. What else am I not saying? Apocryphite, and I don't remember what this one is. This is good for communication, though. It starts with a C. Chrysler something. Chryslerite or something like that. This is the Mars stone. This is to help Martians feel less angry. Neutralizes Mars energies. It's red something, I'm just not remembering. And the other one is amber. Red coral is what it is. There's a CBD oil there. It's by prescription, although it is legal in the EU, and it's now legal in the United States. Hooray! Cures cancer. This is a test tube thingy that I made to neutralize my drink. That is a bit of black tea in distilled water with nothing else in there, and it's a healing wand for my health. And you see that the Gons, it has sort of a green glow to it, almost a phosphorescent glow. It's just a little bit of Gons in there with a quartz crystal. That quartz crystal here, I'm adding some water. I added some distilled water. And then I go peace and harmony, peace and harmony, peace and harmony. That's one of the things I do, depending on what mood I'm in. This is what's in there. A bit of Gons that I made, copper oxide Gons. And there's a little, that crystal's from China. A little quartz crystal. It might be, I think it was a clear one I put in there. And then it looks like an ink in a test tube, a glass test tube. Available on Amazon. So what have I forgotten to tell you? I grounded some of the, these batteries I grounded with the, what's not plugged into copper wire is plugged into a piece of flint from my yard, a stone, flint stone, like the Flintstones. I use chopsticks to stabilize here a bit, to keep the coils above each other. I don't have them at 90 degrees yet. I believe Robert Stubblefield is sending me one from Smithfield, Utah that has the 90-degree inverted coils to create the lift. So there's the plasma batteries, and what I expect is that in a month or so those will be fully charged, and they will create their own Wi-Fi power, basically. This one I just made today. What I did was I used a piece of copper wire to clean my pipe, and then it had that nice nano-coated hemp tar on it, and I left that on there, and then I wound the Gons-coated parchment paper around that as tightly as I could, and then on top of that I put aluminum, and then on top of that I put zinc strips, and then more aluminum foil, and then around that more copper wire around to hold it together. And then I scorched it with this candle here to get it nice and black. And then I dipped it in this Gons, and then I hung it out to dry, and then when it was dry I situated it there to connect those top coils together. And see, they also have the wire is wound back into the coil on the inside, so it goes through it. There's basically 3 layers: the bare wire that's wound back through, and then the gravitational, and then the magnetic. And so there's 7 of them there, and we'll see if we have a visitation from aliens or whatever, someday nirvana experience. I don't know, I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'm still, you know, hoping. Let's see, did I say amber and red coral? Yeah, those are balancing anger and bitterness. This seems to be working. Oh, this is an old bottle of some kind of herbal essence, I think. They're all 100%. It's not frankincense, I ran out of that. This is cardamom. Cardamom, cannabis, and a bit of ormus in there. I've got an addition to copper oxide GANs, which is complex GANs including zinc, magnesium, copper, Dead Sea salt, lead, tungsten, gold, silver, and what else did I put in there? A little bit of iodine from this source, and that's also, iodine is conductive. I think that's important. And we'll see what happens. So it's an ongoing saga. And my constant prayer is for peace and harmony, balancing. I've got a summary here. In this moment I seek love. Thou art God. Whoever you are, thou art God. It's all part of the same unity. I am a mirror of you. You are a mirror of me. In Lakesh, you are another self. My environment, all I see is God. These are sayings from the Course of Miracles, and then after that I've got the St. Francis prayer, which I edit from time to time to include personal statements. Make me an instrument, Lord, of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Where there is lies, may I bring truth, Lord. May I forgive others because I know they don't know any better. As you forgive me, I exchange catalyst with love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in parting that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born again to eternal life. And that's attributed to St. Francis of Assisi, born June 24, 1182, in Assisi, Italy, died October 3, 1226, in Assisi, Italy, at the age of 44. Which, incidentally, is the same age that Julia Stanley Lennon was when she died, at the age of 44. And then there's the other thing, the Corinthians quote, love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing. It rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes in all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Corinthians 13, 4-7. And yeah, that's basically how I do it every day, my daily practice. And get out what you put into it. peace and harmony, shalom and salam alaikum from Aloha, Oregon. Blessings and much love.